let's get this started. We've got Rakim. We're going to have our master session. You can listen with pleasure. Hang in there. We got some folks with us this morning. Who is OC Real Estate? Maybe. Oh, Mandy.
Good morning.
Morning. Do you have your tea or your coffee in your PJs, hanging out, masterminding, learning?
I'm eating breakfast and getting ready to go to my day job today. I'm doing my last day there, training my replacement.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, Mandy has become such an incredible transformation. You maybe one day you can share that with us, Mandy, and your techniques and your knowledge and your understanding. And I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I said it with sincerity because you've transformed. You're a whole new human being.
It's true. It's very true. I'm a completely different person than a year ago.
And if you want to, are you friends with Mandy White? Stephanie, are you friends with her on Facebook? Yes. I knew Mandy 2 years ago. And then I saw her recently, a couple of months ago, and I was like, something was like just wildly different. That's amazing. Okay, so have any of you heard of the house hack, the housing hack? Mandy, anything, Stephanie?
No,
Anybody else? Okay, well, there's two. There's the housing hack, HACK, hashtag HACK, and the land hack. But we're going to focus on the housing hack. So this is masterminds about real estate investment. Stephanie, could I ask you a favor just to mute me? Or just put the volume down. All good, all good, all good, all good. So the housing hack is investment. So there's a few ways you can do this. And to me, whenever buying, I'm big into glamping. Do you know what glamping is, right? I love glamping because in Africa we have lots of tent safaris, and so it takes me back into my memory bank on staying out in the gorgeous canvas tents, and some even had pools, rock pools. It was beautiful. And my dream is to build that here. So I want to bring that here to California, to America. But let's focus on the housing hack. So housing hack is when you buy a 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, or 4 units, not more. Because when you go more than 4 units, it's considered commercial, and the financing is different, down payment is different, and it's more of your kind of your corporation than your social security and how they. Oh, let me switch the music off. Sorry, guys, I've got kind of 80s in the background. Who put 80s music on? Who does that?
Sorry.
Who does?
I say it's Kevin. I'm pretty sure.
Man is sticking up for you, Steffi. It's the lady power, the boss ladies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the boss ladies. So the housing. So anytime you go over 4, it's a different program. So keep it simple, and it's just like going to buy a home, right? You are going to put in multiple offers, and I suggest you do. I suggest you go online, look for multi-unit places, Riverside, Inland Empire, San Diego, Long Beach, Los Angeles, whatever it may be. Because what I want you to keep in mind, the number one thing to keep in mind is, as long as they're paying rent. So it doesn't matter where the property is. I mean, unless it's like a trailer park in the middle of the desert that's got no tenants. That's silly. What I'm trying to say is you want to have a family paying the rent. Doesn't matter how big the family is, how small the family is, as long as they're paying rent. And what I mean by that is, like, for myself, I have a wife and 5 kids, so I have to find a 3 to plus more bedroom. The most important thing is, are they going to be able to pay rent? And where am I going with this? Is you don't want to just get a 1 unit. Try get 2 to 4 units, because what I would do is, when you go get a loan with a less than 5 units investment, you have to make one of those units your residence, because then you put down 3.5%. Now I say that, but you can also put down 0, maybe put down more. It's really up to you and your loan officer. But ultimately, you're looking at a 3.5% down payment, and then from there you live in the one and you rent out the other 3. What happens is those other 3 are now paying you rent, right? That goes towards your mortgage. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, he said it the best. He said, as long as you're even making $350 positive cash flow, meaning after you paid all your bills, maybe you paid for some maintenance, maybe you've paid for some upgrades, some remodeling, whatever it may be. As long as every month you walk away with $350 positive cash flow, you're in business. Now, I know that sounds like a little, but listen, we're thinking nationwide. We're thinking like Kansas and what other states are there? Montana and so forth. So he's kind of giving you the basic math, and everything's a formula. So Mandy, really, that's all that you have to. That's all that you have to think of in a sense for yourself, Mandy. Is I'll make the one my primary residence, and I'll rent out the other 3, and it'll go towards my mortgage. Now, what happens is after a year or 2 of this happening, now you have equity. Now, when you buy your multi-unit, I probably should put down a bullet point because I'm kind of using my own memory and my own mapping that I've mapped, but I should have given you more than that. When you put in offers, always go 15% under asking price. So if I'm just using a simple number, let's say the multi-unit in Riverside is going for $100,000 for 2 or 4 units. You put an offer for $85,000 because what's happening is, and I put a lot of those out there, just put lots and lots of offers, because what you're doing is sooner or later you're going to lock a deal. Now, guess what? You have 15% equity already in your deal. Plus you're moving in, plus you're renting it out, so you have everybody else paying your mortgage for you. That's how a lot of guys like Ben Kinney is one of our top producers in Keller Williams. He's up north in Washington. He is famous for getting into real estate because he was like a handyman. I mean, Ben Kinney, if you're watching this, don't get offended, but Ben Kinney was kind of like a handyman or electrician or something to that effect. I forget the story, but he walked into this lady's apartment and she was a nurse. And she was so excited, she was unpacking her stuff and he had to fix something. And she was excited because she was living rent free. And he said to her, what do you mean like you're living rent free? And she said, oh, well, I live in this unit, but I've rented the other unit out. And the other unit, I charge enough money that is covering my mortgage payment. So Ben's like, I need to get into real estate. That's what spawned him. I believe, if I can remember correctly, I've listened to lots of stories about Ben Kinney, but I believe that's what spawned him into getting into real estate. And I believe he might have done that actually, if I can recollect. I've got so many stories in my head going around and floating around, and I have voices in my head that talk to me. Mandy.
How did you know?
Yeah, Mandy, there's voices in my head, Mandy.
I believe it.
I'm innocent, I'm pure, I'm perfect. There's no voices in my head. There's only one voice that's mine, and sometimes there's 2 of those. I'm teasing. So Mandy, that's what I want you to look at. And also, so you want to put in offers that, and this isn't a lowball offer because they might count you. Maybe they come back at $90,000 offer instead of $100,000. Good morning, Caleb. It's busy here in the morning. People walking in, and we're doing a mastermind. Absolutely. So so let's say they count you now. They want you to pay $90,000, Mandy. Well, now you've got $10,000 equity. Because you're going to do your research, right? You're going to look at the comps in the area. You're going to make sure that the property is priced right. And then you're going to go put an offer in below asking price at 15% below the price. Maybe they count, maybe they accept your offer. Amen. Great. Now you got yourself a nice multi-unit. You move into one, you rent it out. Now, if you're a family like myself, I have 5 kids. It's difficult. There's other ways to get around that, and to have one as your residence. Maybe you have a family member that can be there. I mean, I really don't know. I can't give that advice out because that's not how I would do it. But literally, if you're single and you don't have a big family, that's what you would do, is you move into one. And that's really called a house hack. Now, that's for multi-units. Let's say you're buying a residence, a 1-unit single family residence. Okay, what is that going to look like, Mandy? Well, that looks like a home with multiple rooms, not just say 2 or 3. I'm talking maybe 4 or 5. And let's say your mortgage is $3,000 a month. I would then rent out the other rooms for say $800 a month or $1,100 a month. So they're already, just from those 3 or 4 rooms that you've rented out, because you're not a family living in that home, man, you're going to go ahead and that's going to cover your mortgage plus some. Plus you got some positive cash flow. So that's a house hack, is where you buy investment properties. And I believe if I'm correct, you have to at least live in it for 2 years before you can flip it, but you don't want to flip it. You want to keep it long-term. You never want to sell your real estate.
Right. And that's what we do now with our home. We have a 3-bedroom when we rent out the 2 other bedrooms. We have renters there. And then we actually have an RV in the back that we also rent out. So our mortgage is completely covered by our renters.
Wow.
That's amazing. That is so smart, Mandy. And Mandy, that's why you're in real estate, because you get it.
Yeah.
No, honestly, that's brilliant. Aren't you in the same situation, Stephanie? There's a whole family living together. You're all helping and supporting each other. Well, in California, you almost have to.
Yeah.
I live with my mother-in-law. That's just the fact. I mean, my mother-in-law is amazing, because guess what? My mother-in-law loves on my kids. My mother-in-law is there when we need her. She takes him to the pool, the jacuzzi. She buys him gifts. She spoils him. I love it. And in a sense, I can really, literally, I can call my mother-in-law my best friend.
Yeah.
I can. She's that kind of person that she loves on me. She loves on us, and she gives us our space. I mean, she's just amazing. I don't know. I don't know what to do without her. She's really phenomenal. So anyway, so any questions on house hacking? #hack. Okay, do you have any other ideas that you've heard of? Because as a teacher, I can also be taught. And guess what? I actually learn from teaching. So if you guys know any other scenarios, Caleb, if you know anything else of a house hacking that you've heard of, share it, because it's just an idea, really. Execution is really where the action comes in, right? You're taking action, solves everything. Do you have any other housing hack ideas when it comes to investing and renting out rooms and units to other residents?
Well, one of my research I've been doing, maybe it's the market is not the right time, but in Orange County, I've been looking into triplexes for house hacking. It seems like it's not one of the that much of a big market in Orange County. Why is that?
So that's a good question. Why is that? Because inventory is very low, like super low, and prices are very high. So it's almost like a catch-22. You know, you're going to be paying a premium price for the property, for the resident, whether it's commercial or residential.
So why is it asking?
Even the commercial was 24% down because of COVID. It doesn't matter. It's still expensive in Orange County. That's just something. But what I can tell you is, if you find a deal, go for it, because there's the best time to buy real estate is right now. Right, Stephanie? Right, Mandy? I mean, you own real estate. You know, right now is the best time.
Yeah, we're actually looking to maybe get another home before the end of the year, since we have a baby on the way and we're renting out our 2 rooms here. We're maybe looking to rent out our 3rd room and then get ourselves a different home.
Okay, so that's actually like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, Mandy. You've got to think like an entrepreneur, and you've got to think wealth, because you're going to sell real estate that will make you rich. It's when you own real estate, it makes you wealthy, because it's passive income. While you're sleeping, people are paying your mortgage for you. I mean, come on, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, me and my husband, we were also thinking into that this year to really buy something and be able to use it as an investment property for ourselves as passive income.
Maybe buy a 3-plex. You live in the bottom one with the kids, you know, because it's a nice unit, and the 2 you rent out.
We have a place to live now that's good for the next couple of years. So really, that's why we thought about doing investment property for now, letting, investing in something, not living there, but just renting it out, so that we have that started, not necessarily living there, but I don't know how those, I'm still very, very new with that.
Right, and here's listen, stats are 98% made up. Statistically, this happens. Okay, fair enough. But you have to listen to the experts, and there's not many of them. But the expert in our industry, is Stephen Wright. I mean, he's the only guy I go to. I don't go to anybody else, because Stephen lives, breathes, eats, and sleeps stats, he number crunches, and his results are always good. But stats are made up. But what I can tell you is, in California, you're looking at just over 6% annual return on your investment. On a residence, on a home, that is, not a multi-unit, that's 10%. But on a residence, a single family unit home, you know that at the end of the year, if it's worth $1 million today, that's worth, $1,007,000 and even more. And I think real estate doubles every 15 years. So if you're worth $1 million today, in 15 years time, it's worth $2 million.
Another question for you that I have was that because I was actually looking into housing investing rental right now, there's a lot of inventory for renting. So if there's this high competition in Orange County, what's the competition of renting a property? Like, what's your chance of getting your property rented out right now?
I would say 100%.
Yeah.
Not even 99%, but I'll say 100%.
Why is there so much inventory for housing rentals right now? Because I was looking in the market and there was like literally everywhere.
Have you looked at the price? Have you looked at how much they're renting it for?
Yeah.
It's high.
Well, and a lot of people bought this year, right? So they were also buying for investment. Now that they've bought, they're gonna rent it out now. So it's kind of like the aftermath maybe of the last 6 months that people have been just buying. Now they might not be even living in them. They might be actually renting them out.
Right, and everything, especially in Southern California, I'm talking like, actually California, even Northern California, from San Francisco down to San Diego, is premium, especially the coastal cities, beach cities, San Diego, San Francisco.
Yeah, and they're putting all their rentals on now because people are needing to move, right? It's the bell curve. We're getting to that point where people are gonna start looking more. So they're gonna be advised by the real estate agent
Right.
on now.
And homeowners will always sell high. They'll never sell at market value. They don't think that way. They're emotionally attached to their property. It's not their home anymore because they're not selling it. So it's not their home anymore. It's their property.
Yeah.
This is real estate. If they weren't selling, it's their home, forever home. But when they put in the market, no, it's property.
Yeah.
But they're still emotionally attached. So they think, oh, my home's worth $1 million. Meanwhile, it's only worth $825. It doesn't matter. Homeowners are very attached because they lived there for so long. They had kids there. So it's understandable. They got pictures of the family on the wall. The dog had puppies there. I mean, there's thousands of memories floating through their head when they think about selling. And so they don't think price. They think value for them, not what the market says. And nobody will pay $1 million for a home that's only worth $825. They won't. It's not going to happen.
That's why you have to really be very diligent to show them their numbers. You know, do the good job at doing your comps.
Yeah, so let's discuss that. So a little bit of role playing right now. So okay, you'll enjoy this. And Stevie, we're just role playing. We're just having fun, okay? I want you to be the homeowner, okay? And you want to sell high.
Yeah.
And I'm the listing agent. And ask me why. Actually, it's been a while, so I'm gonna refresh my memory. But ask me why I should list your home compared to all the other agents in the market.
Why what?
I should list your home compared to all the other agents that have come to knock you in the door.
You to become my listing agent?
No. Why should you hire me compared to all the listing agents
okay,
in the area? Because they're all knocking on your door. They've been meeting with you because they want to sell your home.
I've already had like 30 people come to my door. Why are you 31 good? What's good about number 31?
I love number 31 because it might maybe relates to my faith. I'll throw that out there, just to throw that out there. I do like the number. And also because I know, Stephanie, when I am responsible for listing a home, I will be the die-hard work ethic you've ever seen in any real estate agent. And I'll sell your home for the highest and best price, the quickest time available. You will not meet any other agent that will be there for you 24/7. What I mean is, you call or text me, I'll get right back to you straight away. Or if I'm in a meeting, I'll let you know, can I call you back later? Is that okay with you?
Right.
But this is a business relationship, okay? And that's what I can do for you. I had more than that, but that's kind of a start.
Yeah.
Throw me another one, like, would you meet with agents and they're lowering their commissions? Would I lower my commission? Throw that one at me,
Okay.
Stephanie.
So I've met with a couple of other agents. They're willing to go to 4%. Why are you not willing to go to 4% and you just want to do 6%?
Because my massive value add that I bring to the table, Stephanie, is I'm going to do you the due diligence of selling your home at the highest and best price, and I'll say the quickest amount of time possible because they want to get out now. It's on the market. And Stephanie, let me tell you what. I'll never let commission get in the way of us doing business together. What I can tell you that when it comes to selling your home, I'm not going to discount the price of your home because you're discounting my commission. I'm going to give you every single cent that you deserve out of this home because that's what I do for my clients.
Yeah.
I make dreams a reality.
Yeah, that's what I was taught that way, to basically say, would
You like that, Caleb?
me to discount what I do? Would you like me to discount all of that, what I add?
Yeah, absolutely. So another role play. Do me a favor. Ask me. So there's while I list my home, ask me, and I'm gonna role play with you. And I want you to sell your home at $1 million, and I'm saying it's worth 900,000. Okay, so let's do that. So Stephanie, you want to sell your home at $1 million, but through the comps and what I've showed you through my listing presentation, the market's showing in your area out of the 26 homes in the market right now that it's really at a value of $900,000. What do you think about that?
I mean, I get it, but there's so much extra value. We've improved things. You know, I just put in new flooring, like, doesn't that come into account?
I love it. What it does, it actually makes it easier to sell. And I do love that, Stephanie. The thing is, all these other homes have also been well maintained, you know, chef kitchens and so forth. So let's do this, Stephanie. I want to work with you. Let's put the home on the market at $1 million. And let's do this. In 30 days' time, if your home is still in the market, we need to sit down and have a round table. And I do this with my hands. I said, let's sit down and have a round table and discuss about the price because it isn't selling. If we are not in escrow within 2 weeks, all you're telling me, Stephanie, is you're putting your toe in the water and testing the water.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that. I know you want to move to Tennessee, unless it was Tennessee,
Yeah.
by the end of summer. We need to start now to get you there before school starts. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Boom. So she's agreed, but she hasn't agreed. But in 30 days time, she knows when we sit down, I've got my evidence.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephanie, 30 days. Remember what I told you, after 2 weeks, if we're not in escrow, it's priced too high. Just testing the water now. And we have to bring the price down. At least I've warmed and I've planted the seed. Because 30 days won't kill the deal, but really, a lot of homes are overpriced anyway.
Mhm.
So I don't really have too much to lose. I care more about the opportunity,
Especially in that price range.
especially in that price range.
Yeah.
It's very select.
Yeah.
Where if you're looking like Eastvale or Riverside or say Lake Forest, I mean, 760 to 850 all day long, no problem, all day long. I think Eastvale, I mean,
It's by me, it's like a huge property, but it's listed at 3.5 mil. It's been sitting there for like 3 months already with me.